So this week I'm going to have my very first DJ set with the SP404 Mark II, and I thought we could do some of the preparations together. So this is going to be more of a DJ set than some sort of like live performance type of thing. So I have some tracks. I'm going to primarily use the SP404 DJ Mode. So how do I organize the SP404 is that each pad can hold a song. I think up to 16 minutes or something like this, if I'm not mistaken, as a sample. So I have songs from A to D and F to I. Let's say I want to... So the song started with some percussions, right? You can see some percussions here. So the cool thing is that if I don't necessarily want to start with this percussion, I can add cue points. I want to add the 0 snap thing because that will help me a little bit more. But that's when the kick starts. So for example, I want to add a cue point when the kick actually starts. I'll just go to shift and mark. And then I'm going to click mark when I want to add the cue point, and then I would like to move it around later on. So let's say I want to move it around a little bit. So let's see here. So let's say this is where I want my first cue point on this track. And then it will add somewhere. And if I want to add other cue points, let's say on the breaks, because with the waveform right here, there is a little break coming here. So if I want to add cue points there, then I also do the same thing. I let it play and then do mark. Or I can just click mark anywhere and then I can just move it. You can do this on every track. I didn't do it on every single track. But I guess I've kind of when you try to set up like something like this, you want to at least add 1 cue points or 2. Depends on how you kind of arrange your software, your songs. There is many other function within the DJ mode on how you can set up your song. You can set up like a loop point. I guess the software is not necessarily like rekordbox, but you know it does some stuff. I think it's best to do many of these cue points in the SP404 rather than in the app. But next, I think I want to have on bank E, I have like all of these classic house vocals. So on bank J, I would like to have some rises, have a white noise already. I would like to have the monotron delay siren. So let me try to resample that somewhere. Is the delay though good? The time of the delay? Yeah, I think that's a little faster time. Yeah, let me just normalize that. Let's say somewhere here in the ending. I think the ending is good. I want to lower the volume a little bit. Right now it's assigned to bus 1, but I don't want any of these to have effects because I'm trying to play with the effects here when I'm playing. So remain, and then it's not assigned to anything. Alright, so now the hi-hat, I think the snare, I think I will do this in the TREC mode. So then a low pass filter. See, something like this. So resample, going to put it here, let's say. Then when I'm ready, can do it like this, or maybe a little reverb. What else can I add? Some other no, I'd rather have that kind of manually. But I think for now that's all. I will try to think of other things, but I think for the most part, this is some of my preparations. I also put some things with rekordbox, kind of, you know, since the place that I'm going to has CDJs and DJMs. These will eventually, I will also hopefully will use them, because this will be the first time I'm going to touch a CDJ. So, you know, wish me luck. But yes, I'll primarily will do with the SP404, and then plug in the DJM, and then I will see what happens. But so far, everything is here. I will do a little practice run with these effects, and yes, let's see how it goes. So, it is currently 1 or 2 a.m. I just finished and about to go home. It was great. It was a great set, and I'll talk about it tomorrow. So it's the next day. I got a couple hours of sleep, but I wanted to share some of my thoughts on the whole setup. So the setup, the DJ set it was okay, I guess. We'll do better on the next one. But there were some issues though. Some of them happens during the set. Some of them happens while I was preparing. But the main thing that I've encountered was the level of my SP404 headphones. So on the SP404, you can change the volume, or at least the gain of your phones out. Now, I am used to play at home. So like when I play at home, there is no direct way to change the headphones level. So I went in this menu to change it. Unfortunately, when I was playing, the level of the headphone was very low. I put it at
-6.
And I was kind of trying not to clip on the DJ mixers, but the level of the headphones was very low, and I barely could hear my cues. And in any case, anything that comes out of the headphones. So yes, this is a note for self, hopefully also for you, to adjust this level accordingly. So that was one thing that made it a little bit annoying, because I cannot access this as I'm in DJ mode. I cannot access the utility menu. I wish there was a way to kind of adjust the headphones, but you know, it is what it is. Another issue that I encountered, this was more when I was preparing my sets, it's the cue points. So I don't know what is happening or how this happens. I try to kind of see some patterns and try to troubleshoot this, but out of nowhere my cue points vanishes. So when I set cue points on the SP404, you know, it's the app is a little bit weird. So I set my cue points on the device itself. However, setting cue points takes a lot of times, as you kind of enter and then go to edit, and then from there you do mark, and then you add cue points as the song is playing, or adjusting different things. I don't know if it's a specific file type, or maybe it's something to do with the files, but there are many songs in here that the cue points just vanishes out of nowhere, and then I was just like, have to redo this again. Of course, I can't do this while I'm playing because you know it's kind of there. So yes, that was something that was a little bit frustrating. But those I think were the main kind of annoyance that happens. The cue point was more of an annoyance, but I guess the thing with the headphones is a warning for the future. And initially my plan was to kind of like, because at the place they had like a CDJ Nexus. So my idea was to have like a kind of 3-channel or 4-channel type of setup. Had some stuff on rekordbox that I had on USB, so I'll play that on the CDJs, and then on the SP404 I'll loop some stuff, and also I can play on the SP404. But it didn't turn out like that, so I only used the SP404 for the DJ set on the DJ mode, and it was really enjoyable. It was very nice. Again, like the people coming in and like asking like, oh, how do you beat match, and having to explain the same way I do here on YouTube is like, oh, there is this band function, there is this, there is that. So that was kind of cool as well. That was my thoughts and some takeaways. I'm planning to do more, mainly DJ sets on the SP404, outside of, I guess, here or just me playing. So I'm planning to do that more, and eventually doing a live set, because I'm kind of planning to work on these different things. So yes, I'll eventually perhaps will do some sort of deep dive on this, because first-hand experience on the DJ mode on actual DJ setup, this is great. But anyway, stay tuned for that, and yes, thank you for watching, and then I'll catch you on the next one.